back, Santa Clarita Valley, and Simon and Garfunkel means that it's time for the City Spotlight Show with your host, Perry Smith. I'm in the station with Sheriff Station Captain Paul Becker, and we're talking a little bit about the crime statistics for the Santa Clarita Valley. On the Spotlight Show, the third Friday of every month, we talk about all things Santa Clarita, and with the Captain of Public Safety in the area, we want to talk a little bit about kind of some of the numbers that had come out. The Sheriff's Department downtown recently put out the reports, right, as far as how we're doing for crime for the first 6 months of the year?
Well, yeah, I look at them obviously every day, but something that would be good, I guess, for the listeners to understand that in 2010 in the city of Santa Clarita, at that time we realized the lowest crime rate in 24 years of incorporation, which was pretty significant. That was quite a milestone. In 2011, we actually saw the crime rate drop 9% on top of that. So our banner year for the city of Santa Clarita was 2011. In 2012, they came up, but they remained within 2010, 2011 numbers. And this year, we are running just about even of last year. So we've had historic low crime in the Santa Clarita Valley over the course of the last three and a half years. Which is pretty significant. And
for those who may not realize it, you came to the station. You've been a longtime resident of the Santa Clarita Valley area, but you came to the station in 2010, Captain Becker? 2010,
yes.
And tell me a little bit about some of your past assignments, because when I was speaking with you the other day, you'd mentioned you'd been with the Sheriff's Department since you were 18 years old?
18. I came on.
Years now?
Yeah, I was hired out of high school in an internship program. It was a full-time position, and in August, I'll have 32 years on. So it's been a good run. I've worked a lot of assignments, a lot of patrol assignments. I spent, when all is said and done, about 10 years working a patrol car, about 10 years working detectives, and 10 years working administrative assignments of various sorts. I was also the detective on Catalina Island for about 4 years, which was pretty interesting. And most recently, though, I came from Sheriff's Homicide, where I ran the unsolved murder team, and I ran an active floor murder team as well. So, yeah, those were good assignments.
I can imagine those were two starkly different assignments, going from Catalina to downtown LA murder shift, right?
Well, there was 15 years in between that.
Oh, okay.
So, but yes, they are very different.
And you were, right before you were doing some cold case assignments?
Well, I was a lieutenant overseeing the cold case murder unit. So we did a lot of work with DNA, taking a lot of look at cases from the 70s and the 80s where at that time no one had any idea that DNA was going to be something that we would be able to use as an investigative tool. Right. So we did write grants, some federal grants where we were allocated some money to go back, revisit the evidence of those murders, and actually solve them, which was great to do. It gave a lot of families a lot of closure that they never thought that they would get, and it was very interesting work.
So, were there any cases where, like, as a patrol detective, or a patrol officer, you saw these things, and then working through the deputy ranks, then coming back as a cold case, you got to go full circle and see the resolution?
Well, I never picked up in the cold case unit any of the cases that I handled as a patrol deputy. That would have been interesting if you could have done that. But unfortunately, those that I reviewed that I handled as a patrol deputy in the 80s simply didn't have the evidence that we needed to work on to reopen the case.
And flashing forward to the most recent numbers, it looks like violent crime is down 10% and property crimes are up a little bit. Like, was it 9.9, somewhere thereabouts?
Well, yeah. I mean, the issue that we're having right now in the Santa Clarita Valley, when I say that crimes are that the crime rate is flat even. That is true in taking a look at all of the Part 1 crimes, and the Part 1 crimes are those crimes which the federal government decides that they're going to track. It's basically the 6 major crimes. We are down in an awful lot of those categories, like assaults and grand theft and grand theft vehicle, but we are up in burglary.
And those, I mean, it's a broad scope when you say Part 1 crimes. It's everything from minor thefts, right, to all the way up to homicide.
Well, it covers homicide, forcible rape, robbery, aggravated assault, burglary, larceny, grand theft auto, and arson. Those are the categories, as I said, that the feds decide that they're going to track, and that's what we report every year. And we're down in the city of Santa Clarita in every one of those categories except for burglary.
And one of the hot topics that we hear a lot of debate about, and there's been some motion in the legislature to kind of assess the situation, is AB 109 realignment. And I know locally we're working with the probation department, right, to kind of address some of the issues as far as recidivism and how that can affect local crime rates and you guys' efforts at enforcement. Can you talk to me a little bit about what the station has done recently to kind of look at that issue and where you see, just kind of describe for people what realignment is?
Well, it's basically where they're in order to deal with the overcrowding in the state prison system. They are releasing inmates that are nonviolent, non-serious, non-sexual. They call them the 3 nons. The problem is those are generally your burglars and your narcotics addicts. And immediately upon seeing the AB 109 releases in October of 2011, we saw our crime rate in burglaries start to climb.
And this is one of the areas where people are getting early released.
That's where they're getting released, and we are dealing with that. The County of Los Angeles did provide me 2 AB 109 probation officers to work directly with the AB 109 population, of which in Santa Clarita there are about 110. Unfortunately, the recidivism rate, the rearrest rate for those 110 is about 35%, 34 to 35%, and that's where we're seeing the spike in burglaries. And
just kind of working with the probation department, just kind of keeping a closer eye on those individuals who've proven themselves to be repeat offenders. Is that what that's happening, or
we pay them a lot of visits?
Getting to know your
yes, we want to make sure they know that we're here and we're watching.
Right, and there's been a couple different changes as far as enforcement that you brought to the station in 2010, and we're going to talk a little bit about those, such as the J Team and some of the programs that the community's doing. When we come back from commercial break, this is the City of Santa Clarita Spotlight Show on your hometown station, AM 1220.